YouTube channel. Happy Mother's Day. At the time of recording this video, it's Sunday and it's Mother's Day. But at the time of posting, it probably will be on Wednesday. But still, happy Mother's Day every day. So, mothers deserve all the respect, every ounce of it, for they are the real picture of sacrifice, and in all our lives, they are the real time, all-time love. Now, dedicating this episode or this video to my own mother, I would love to say that she is an inspiration to me in so many ways. I cannot begin to tell you how much I wish I can give my mother everything she needs, everything she will ever need for the rest of her life on this world. Now that also goes to my dad, but today is Mother's Day and we're going to be talking mom. So, mothers deserve all the respect, and here's why. A mother's love. For example, right now, I'm just going to exit just a little bit because my son just woke up. Having taken care of my baby, he's gone out to take a walk, and we're back. Well, part of Happy Mother's Day to me. Well, now, a mother's support for us growing up is very important. Now, you have no idea what it takes for mothers to actually support us, which leads us to the last point of today's discussion and conversation, that a mother's sacrifice is what makes us who we are in whatever fields, our personality, our characters, and all these things. It is impossible to separate your character as a lady, as a girl, as a woman, as a mother, as a wife. It is very hard to separate her sacrifices and who you turn out to be when it's your turn to play, to become the woman, not to play, to become a woman and make your own life, make your own legacy, and make your own family, and tap into your nurturing feminine. I cannot begin to tell you how much my mother's story, my mother's experience, it makes me emotional. It makes me emotional. It's not one incident, it's not two incidents. I strive to be able to become more than my mother was, because my mother was a goal that is almost unreachable to me, and even to you, if only you understand my story or her story or her experiences. But again, she is my mother, and I believe your own mother, in your own understanding, your own experiences with her, what you saw, it's very important to recognize that it is our mothers that shaped our characters. It is our mothers that shaped our tongue, how we speak. It is our mothers that shaped how we present ourselves. It is our mothers that instilled in us the will to become, to dream, to work, to strive, and even to want things with all our might. They shaped that into us, and I will tell you that I can't wait for the day I will be able, like many successful women and men in this YouTube platform are doing for their parents, and they're telling you they're surprising their mom with this, they're surprising their mom with that. I cannot wait to be able to create one of those videos. For now, I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because what I have at heart for all of you who will listen, who will watch me, who will support me. I cannot tell you how much I feel, how much I believe we are going to achieve with this platform. It's really a beautiful thing. I can assure you, my mother's face and memories and heart saw me help people outside when I'm busy on field work in different counties of this country, and I would meet a lady or a woman early in the morning. I remember this particular case. We were starting our field work some county far away from my own county, and I met this lady as I was going to buy airtime so that I can call my own mother. And I went to a certain shop, and when I did, I met this lady who, with teary eyes, asked me to buy her bread and milk so that she can give her children some breakfast, because they slept the previous night without having anything to eat. She couldn't sleep, so she was up so early, and while I was also up, and because of course when you are on field work you can't afford to sleep, you have to wake up early and start your duties early. So I had woken up early, and I was out to go start my work of the day, but I needed to call my mother at that particular time, and I met this lady. And all I could remember is how our mother would leave very early in the morning sometimes, and she would come back carrying something to eat. I do not know where she got it or how she got it. And that particular moment with that lady led me back to that particular times when I saw my mother walk out early in the morning, having told me to probably just put some water in a pot to cook while she comes back with some milk or something. And I knew she didn't have money, but she came back with something. This lady reminded me of my own mother, and how that could have been her at that particular time, asking for someone to buy her milk. Eventually, I took out some money and I gave it to her, and she didn't even walk away. She just went to that particular shop and bought a few things that she needed. And at that point, I felt relief having seen her and see her buy some milk, some unga, some sugar, so that she can give her kids breakfast. I believe she just went and cooked ugali for them, not bread necessarily, because she bought maize flour. And that tells you that that lady was having a heartache as she tries to figure out how she's going to give her kids something to eat when they woke up because they had slept hungry the previous night. Now I cannot begin to tell you how many moments of that kind I saw with my own mother. I have a highlight, and I must have been very young at this particular time when my own mother had gone to a place we used to call that a horse place. Like we were living in a Del Monte farm, and I believe no, not a farm. We were living in a kambi. Kambi is like a settlement for workers that used to work in Del Monte farms. And there was this place we used to call horse place, like more like Kwabarabi, with my own French or country, my mother tongue. We used to call that place Kwabarabi. Now that place, they used to burn charcoal, and then they would carry the charcoal and sell it. That particular time, my mom, my younger sister who follows me, she was very young, she couldn't walk. Now that time I must have been somewhere maybe 2-3 years, so I was the one that could walk a little. But my sister who follows me was the one being carried by her mom. Now she had carried her at the front, and at the back she had very big gunias za makaa charcoal. She had charcoal with big, no, what do we call it? Big sacks, like, what do I say? No, I can't even begin to tell you. Ile gunia ya waru. For those who knows how gunia za waru zushonwa zikiwa zimejaa completely. Now she had that, and ilikuwa na charcoal. It had charcoal inside. So she had two on her back. She had the baby, my sister, at the front, and then I am walking. I remember vividly, and I'm having these memories more like a dream, because it's like a dream, it's vague, it's almost like it didn't happen, but it did happen, because my mom confirms it every time I spoke to her growing up about that particular incident. She couldn't walk properly, it was too heavy, and so was the baby in front. The baby she was carried at the front, more like a kangaroo, and then there was me. She was holding my hand and she was trying to tell me to walk by myself so that she can be able to hold on and maybe keep some balance. She fell to her knees while walking that day, and she struggled to wake up, and I did try to help her up because I was little, but I remember asking her if it hurts. Does it hurt? It was hard, and this memory in my head, it's more like it's still happening. It happened. It was so real, and it's something that psychologically I remember, and my dream is to make sure that my mother has the best she can, because that is one of many incidences that I may not have seen, and I may not have been able to be there to witness it, but the ones that I witnessed, they were not simple, they were not easy, and for real, mothers deserve all the respect. This lady worked so hard to make sure that we grew up. We had food, she wasn't a single mom, which again brings me to the point where I tell you, it's not easy even when you have a partner, and especially if you're not financially stable. Sorry for my voice, because I think it just went off. Anyways, so this episode I dedicated to my mother, and Mom, I hope that one day I'll be able to give you everything that you deserve in this life. I'll be able to buy you the kitenges that you normally ask for. I know I normally give them to you because I can afford them right now, but I wish I can be able to give you more. I want to see you wearing nice shoes, because I remember growing up, when I became a teenager, I would sit my mom down so that I can clean her foot, because her legs zilikuwa na zile zinaitwa miatoka, they had cracks. And when I became a teenager, because I wanted to see my mom looking good, sometimes those cracks would hurt, and I would see her and I would feel so bad. So when I was a teenager, I was cleaning her foot and trying to make them look good. As soon as I could afford making some money, I felt so nice buying my mom shoes. These little things that I managed to do as I continue to grow, I pray that God blesses me abundantly to give her and my father, whose sacrifices are also beyond imagination, everything that they deserve in this life now. I'm sorry. Now, those who know me will tell you that crying is not really a thing, and I can tell you for free that there is nothing that takes me deep than family and parents, which again I would love to include my mother-in-law in this video and dedicate this episode alongside my mother to her as well. I cannot begin to imagine, as a single mom, how you managed to bring up your kids and give them such good characters, such as my husband, who I cannot tell you, he is truly a good man. So thank you to you, Miss Mogore, my mother-in-law, and thank you to my own mother, Susan Ndichu. I thank God for both of you, and I cannot wait to be able to give you the life that you both deserve. in your retirement years, because that is what they are right now, your retirement years, you're done, you have not completed inspiring us, teaching us, and most importantly, loving us, because you have shown us love. You have given us everything that there is to give in this world. My mother, my confidant, I cannot begin to tell you, whenever I pick up my phone to call my mother, it just inspires me, it replenishes my energy, and I can't tell you, I don't know a woman more feminine than my mother, because hey, you hear those things that mothers, okay, women can speak, I don't know how many words in a day, my mother can speak. And don't get me started on, if you ever make her mad, she will not stop talking, she will not stop making you see reason and put some sense into your head. That is one of the ways my mother shaped me. My mother never beat me. I don't have a recollection of my mother beating me or taking a cane and ananichapa. No. I don't remember that. But I can assure you, growing up, I preferred she picked it up and beat me, because her words cut through deep to the bone. Yes, I can assure you. And it is that made me who I am today, the woman I am today, which you can see with your own eyes. She is a good mom, she is a great woman, and I can't wait for the time when we'll be able to celebrate days with her without counting pennies. Thank you for watching this episode. I am sorry if I was too emotional, but no, I'm not sorry. I know I was a little bit emotional, but give this video a like, a love, and most importantly, subscribe, because it means a lot to me. It's probably one of the things that will lead me to one day post a video when I'm celebrating my mother and my mother-in-law sometime very soon. Thank you, and see you in the next video.